The hourglass has been turned upside down and the sand is draining. The spotlight is on America right now. The world is watching us, and the world is asking, is this American government really going to sit back and allow 42 million of its own people, 42 million American citizens, have insufficient food or absolutely no food to put on their shelves in the next few hours? What is history going to say about this government? What is history going to say about us, the American people? You see, I think this is a bigger issue than just being a Democrat or Republican or an independent. I think this is a real question for our government, for our leaders to ask themselves, where is your humanity? That you're willing to allow 42 million of your own American citizens to go hungry just to prove a point to those on the other side. It doesn't matter to me how those 42 American citizens may be in this position at this point in time. That's a very irrelevant question as of now. What matters right now is that the American government, those senators that's put in place to govern their people, to protect their people, are supposed to make sure that their people are in the best position to be able to take care of themselves. But that's not where we are right now. Where we are right now is, if I can't even imagine being a father or a mother and you're looking at your babies, and you know as a father, you know as a mother that you have to provide for your kids. You know this. There's no question about it. So the question is, where do you go in your mind to rationalize what your next move need to be? Where do you go in your mind to rationalize that next move? Do you go to straight survival mode at this point in time, since you know there's not going to be any food, any assistance coming? Is it straight survival mode? Because you know that your stomach can growl as a parent. You know this, but your baby's stomach cannot growl. So now, is it straight survival mode at this point in time in your life? Where are you at right now mentally? Does right and wrong even matter to you right now? And this is what the American government has to think about. By not reaching a deal, you're backing people into a corner right now. And the question you have to ask, American government, what's going to be the outcome? If I'm a parent, if I'm a mom or a dad, I'm looking at my babies, the question is not what would I do? The question is, what will I not do to make sure that my babies have sufficient food to eat? This reminds me of the movie that Denzel Washington played in many years ago called John Q. And in this movie, Denzel, I think he was a welder and he was full-time when the movie first started, but then they knocked his hours down to part-time. And right when they did that, his son needed a heart transplant. And so with him now being a part-time employee, the insurance wouldn't cover the son's medical expense. So Denzel finally gets to the hospital and he's talking to the actress that's portraying as his wife. And she has just tears streaming down her face. And if you've seen the movie, you know where I'm going, and it's very touching, very impactful. And Denzel sees his wife crying and his son is unconscious. And they're having a dialogue. And then finally, I think the wife turns and she looks at Denzel and she says, "Do something, John, do something." What do you do as a father? When you put in that position? Once again, it's not about what will you do. The question is, what will you not do to just make it make sense? And you'll deal with the consequences later. That just sends vibration all through my body when that lady said that. Just imagining her saying that is just so impactful. But American government, you got to do something. This cannot be allowed.